Om Shanti. Good morning. I hope my voice is audible.
Yes.
So today we will be reading the Murli of the 1st of December 1971. Be possessive of all powers. So this is a very special Murli, especially dedicated for new children of Baba. Often as we are on the path of self-progress, we have a thought that my yoga is not that strong, or I'm not able to do what Baba is telling, and there are these feelings of resentment or feeling of something which we are not able to do to the extent which we want to do. So Baba has given us a very simple definition of yoga in this Murli. It is not that kind of yoga which probably some of us may be perceiving. It is as simple as just being cooperative. So Baba has really made this subject of yoga so simple in this Murli that probably even I never thought that yoga is so easy or yoga would be that simple as Baba seems to be. Baba says it seems to be. So beautiful Murli, and slowly you would see that while Baba is making the subject so easy, he is also trying to make this uh, a natural habit in ourselves. So basically, I think Baba is wanting us to change our perspective towards the subject of yoga, and how that perspective, how that perception towards yoga will ultimately bring our life get our life very easy. That is how this Murli, uh, probably helped me understand. So let us read together and see what Baba has treasures for us. So bodiless Bab Dada, the foreigner, like the children, has to take the support of a body and adopt a form according to the land. Baba mentioned this as Jaisa Des Vaisa Bhesh. So to meet the children, Baba has to take the body, support of the body. The elevated loving souls give an invitation with their love to the bodiless one to make him the same as themselves. Baba then accepts the children's invitation and comes to meet them. Today, the Father has come to give an invitation to the children. Do you know what that invitation is for? Have you already made preparations to go home? Or do you still have to do that? Are you making preparations even now? How long does it take to make the preparations? So, a beautiful thing which we can ponder upon whenever we sit for meditation or whenever we do self reflections. How much preparations have been made to go home? At the present time, the new garden, that is the new children, has to show some newness. You do not wonder what the new ones would be able to do you? Always have the awareness that this elevated time of the most auspicious confluence age is getting shorter and shorter. This short time has received a blessing from the bestower of blessings. Any soul who wishes to can, with the intense effort, take as many blessings from the bestower of blessings as he wants. Therefore, the new garden that is sitting personally in front of Baba can attain the inheritance in the form of blessings of whatever they want, in whatever form they want, and in how much time they want. So, whatever blessings we need, in whatever form and in how much time, all of these we can attain from Baba. This is why Bap Dada has special love for and gives cooperation to the new garden, the special loving souls. Continue to take this cooperation from the Bap, from the Father, in the form of easy yoga. Okay, so now Baba is slowly coming into the subject of easy yoga. So initially, in the first paragraph, Baba just mentioned that since the time is short, we should realize the importance of time, and with the time, even the methodology of purusharth or self efforts should change. So since the group in front of Baba is new, Baba is telling them that adopt some newness. And newness, according to the time, is such that whatever you think, whatever you want to attain from Baptada, whatever blessings, since Baba is bestower of blessings, we can attain that. And by this, Baba is telling that continue to take this cooperation from the Father. So, generally in Murli's, Baba mentions that children should give cooperation to Yagya, or children should give cooperation to each other. But here in this Murli, Baba reveals that Baba is giving us cooperation. That is something very new and unique about this Murli. This blessings, this blessing can enable you to take a high jump in a short time. Simply have this constant awareness. I, the soul, have a special part in this drama. Okay, so special Swaman Baba has given us for the day. I, the soul, have a special part in this drama. What part? That the Almighty Authority Father is cooperative with you. Okay, so this kind of special part in drama we might never have thought of. But what Baba tells is that Father is being cooperative with us. That is indeed a special part in the drama. Can those with whom the Almighty Authority is cooperative not take a high jump? Change this cooperation into easy yoga. To be cooperative with the worthy Father is the stage of being yog yukt. Is it not? Every thought, word, and deed of those who are constant yogis will be visible as their constant cooperation in the tasks of the Father and establishment of the kingdom. Such a soul is said to be an enlightened yogi soul and a true server. So, to be constantly cooperative is easy yoga. Hmm? Very important statement. To be constantly cooperative is easy yoga. This is a new definition which Baba has revealed here. So, easy yoga may not only just mean what we understand as understanding ourselves as Atma or soul and remembering Baba in the Param Dham. Of course, that is yoga. But another definition of yoga, Baba is telling that being constantly cooperative is easy yoga. If for any reason you experience difficulty in being cooperative with the intellect, but you still make yourself cooperative through words and deeds, then you are yogi. Okay, so yogi does not mean remembering Baba through intellect, but if we are cooperative through words and through actions or deeds, still we will be constant yogis. You can be constant yogis in this way, can you not? Or do you also find this difficult? If not with your mind, then with your body. If not with your body, then with your wealth. And if not even with your wealth, then make others cooperative in whatever form, in whatever way they can be. This is also a kind of yoga. Okay. So tan, man, dhan. If mind, body, or wealth, if we are not able to be cooperative with any of these, even if we make others cooperative in whatever form it is, that is also a kind of yoga. It is one thing to have courage and to be cooperative through this courage. But if you do not have courage, okay, so again, for doing everything, what is needed is courage. But now Baba is telling again, if you don't have even courage, courage is your mind, your body, or even your wealth. What will you do? Even such souls can be constant yogis. Okay, so Baba in many Murlis tells that children should have dridhata, children should have courage. If you have courage, then you can do anything. But what if I don't even have courage? Baba has a solution for that as well. Let's read ahead. There are some who do not have the courage to do things themselves, but they do have enthusiasm. Hmm? So even if you don't have dridhata, some of us can even have umangutsa, enthusiasm. So even this enthusiasm can help us become yogis. They do not have the powers of wealth. They do not have the power to control their mind and so have more wasteful thoughts. However, whatever experience in life gives them enthusiasm and courage, they also give that also gives enthusiasm to others. And by others receiving courage from them, they then receive a share of what the others do. It is certain that the souls who have come from the beginning until now have all experienced some form of attainment in their life. And this is why they have come. You can use that special experience as a means to increase the zeal of many others. No one should be deprived of this wealth, whatever you have, however much you have. If you make others courageous and cooperative, this will enable you to accumulate marks in the subject of cooperation. Come on, let's repeat. If you make others courageous and cooperative, this will enable you to accumulate marks in the subject of cooperation. Now, then, is yoga easy or difficult? Is it difficult to be a constant yogi? Since you now belong to the Father, there is not a percentage in this. Is there? You have passed fully in this, have you not? Since you belong to the Father, then there is only the Father and you, and no third person. The inheritance is included with the Father. Is there a third person? There is only you, the soul, not the body, and the Father. Baba is reminding us that as we become child of Father, again, there is no percentage that I am 50% child or 20% child. As long as we decide or we understand that we are children of Father, there is nothing else left. Just the Father and myself, the soul. So that is what Baba is telling us. There is only you, the soul, not the body, and the Father. There isn't a third person to create obstruction in the meeting of the two. And so you are a constant yogi, are you not? Okay. So another way which even Dadi Janki ji reminded us so many times, मैं कौन मेरा कौन, मैं आत्मा मेरा बाबा. So even the remembrance of these two things, awareness of these two things can make us become constant yogis. If there is no third person, then where does the obstructions come from? In that case, you will never say that it comes, will you? What can I do if it comes? Now finish this language. Always think that you are constantly cooperative with the Father. That is, you are easy yogis. So rather than asking questions that what will happen if obstacle comes, I'm not able to do this, Papa tells us that don't think such way. Just remember that I am constantly cooperative with the Father, and that itself makes us easy yogis. It is as if you do not even know what separation is. Just as in the future, you are not aware that Maya exists. So too your state should be like that now. The things of childhood have now passed. You are no longer in front of the gate. Just as there is no percentage in being a child of the Father, in the same way, there should no longer be a percentage in the stage of being a constantly easy yogi. It should become natural and part of your nature. Some people have a particular nature and they continue to move along under the influence of that nature, even against their conscious wish. They say, my nature is like that. I do not wish this, but it is my nature. In the same way, your nature should become that of a constantly easy yogi and yogi. That is cooperation. It should become natural. What can I do? How can I do? How can I have yoga? All those things should be finished. You are constantly cooperative. That is a yogi. By making this one aspect natural and part of your nature, you will become perfect in all subjects. Okay? So important. By making this aspect natural, one aspect natural, part of it. Again, a new definition of perfect. Perfection, we perceive that perfection is getting 100% success or becoming master in someone. But here Baba reveals a new definition. To be perfect means being affected. Perfect. From today, have all of you become easy constant yogis? Or will you become that from now? Since the Father, the bestower of blessings, is also giving blessings with the inheritance, can those who have a right to the inheritance and who have also attained blessings find anything difficult? Now just see, when someone comes and says that something is difficult, remind him of the inheritance and the blessings. Only one more step remains to go home. You have now already become multimillionaires at every step. You have attained so many blessings from the best of blessings. If you are multimillionaires at every step, would you waste any step? Every step is powerful. It is not wasteful. Put power in your awareness. Finish the stage of being ordinary. Whilst putting power in your awareness, continue to collect multi-millions at every step. Only then will you become masters of the world. Acha. So, how gradually Baba started with the requirement of time and then slowly telling us that how Baba is cooperative for any tasks which we want. And slowly Baba revealed that how cooperation becomes yoga and we can just become cooperative by either mind, words, body, or maybe even encouraging others. Even if we don't have courage, if we have enthusiasm, we can still become Sahaj Yogi. And then Baba gradually told us that becoming constant yogi is not like just becoming yogi for some time. It should become our natural nature. And each step will bring us multi-millions. So gradually Baba, told us what is needed and what are the tools with which we can, or what are the awareness. Baba gave us 3-4 awareness in this Murli. We can revise that towards the end. That can help us becoming constant yogis. So let's move ahead. Today, Baba has come having been pulled especially by the love of the children of the new garden of flowers. There is also extra love for the little ones. So consider yourselves to be extremely loved, long lost, and now found children. You have very much loved, you are very much loved, and so you have to reveal yourselves as being the same as the Father. Do not become the same as your brothers or sisters, but the same as the Father. The Father is celebrating a meeting with you with the same love with which you have called him. And he also says, Namaste, with the same love. Can you understand the significance that is Raz without a sound? Saz, have you developed such a practice that without making a sound, you are able to make others understand the significance of your thoughts? Is service at the end should sound will be merged. So, in the service at the end, sound will be merged and the significance will have to be explained. So, you have to develop this practice. So, what practice is Baba asking us? Raz and Saz. So, Raz means ideas, Saz means our mouth. So, without using the words, without coming into the vacha, can we implant the ideas or thoughts into others? This is what Baba tells would be needed towards the end. Because at the end, there will be so many souls coming to us that we might not have time to talk to each of them. So, what Baba is telling, in service at the end, sound will be merged. Again, there will be so much of noise of the bombs, the earthquakes, people shouting. Not really sure how will we be able to make the sound at that time. And that is why Baba is telling sound will be merged and the significance will have to be explained. So you have to develop this practice. Since silence is showing many such things, science is showing many such things, does silence not have that power? The more that you yourself become one to understand, who understands all significance, that is Rajyukt, and are accurately linked in yoga, that is Yogyukt, the more you will be able, without making a sound, to make others understand that the significance. How will you create so many subjects? That is praja. Will so many subjects be created through this speed? Would you also make as much effort on the subjects created at the end? When a stamp is created, the stamp is applied in 1 second. In the same way, 1 second's powerful stage will be such that without saying anything or making any effort, you will apply the stamp to the souls who belong to the deity clan. This is the praise of those who are powerful. Become a bestower of blessings and give blessings to the devotees in 1 second. Okay, so Baba is giving us another area of service, master bestow, and that Baba has given example of stamp. How a stamp can be just applied in 1 second. Effort is not required to give blessings. Effort is required to receive in an inheritance. Those who are to receive an inheritance are making effort. They are making effort, but when you have become a bestower of blessings, it takes no effort for them to receive the blessings, and it makes no effort for you to give the blessings. So, your last stage is to be an image that grants blessings. Just as the image of Lakshmi is shown giving physical wealth with her hands, that is not the memorial of Lakshmi, but of your last form of power. Okay, so again, nice thing Baba is revealed that we see Lakshmi giving blessings, her one hand giving so many of gold coins. Probably that is not the meaning that Lakshmi in the Satyug will be pouring out wealth, so much of wealth. Of course, she will be having a lot of wealth, but that memorial is of we giving power at the end to so many souls. Although the image is shown with physical wealth, it represents the bestowing of blessings from the Almighty Authority in the form of power. So, do you constantly see yourself as a bestower of blessings? Baba has focused so much on the bestower of blessings. So, earlier Baba was mentioning this term on the first page as we taking blessings from the Father, who is the bestower of blessings. And towards the end of this Murli, he's asking us to become bestower of blessings for the other souls. And our photo, that is of Sri Lakshmi, is the symbolizing image of that. From this, you can an approximation of the time when everyone will come in front of the Shaktis, the images that grant blessings, and the seed of blessings will be shown. So you have to accumulate all the powers within yourself. In this way, continue to become an image that grants blessings and make others this also. You have to go beyond sound. Acha, be an holy swan. Okay, so Baba is now coming to the last aspect. Let me just read a couple of statements because we are already towards the end, and then we'll stop. So Baba is asking us to become holy swan. Do you all consider yourselves to be holy swans? Bhapdada calls holy swans those who are clean and who have the powers to discern and to decide. परखने की शक्ति, निर्णय करने की शक्ति. They are able to understand very well anything ordinary. They automatically come into action after understanding it. In ordinary language, they say, I now understand, and they cannot. Then stay without doing that practically. So, first of all, check what is ordinary or wasteful. You don't consider that which is wasteful or ordinary to be elevated? Do you? This is why it is first of all important to have a holy swan intellect. For with this, you automatically have the power to discern. When you are unable to discern whether something is right or wrong, you only have the waste thoughts, or you waste your time. A lot of more time is wasted when you consider wasteful and wrong things of yourselves and others to be right. It is wasteful for you, sorry, it is wasteful, but you consider yourself to be powerful and to be thinking in the right way. What I said, only that is right. Because of not having the power to discern, the power of the mind, the power of the time, and the power of words also go towards the wastage. And you also accumulate the burden of taking efforts from others. It is here that the stage of conflict is created. Therefore, transform your own wasteful nature, that is swabhav, and emotions, that is bhav, and that of others with your elevated intentions and pure feelings. Then you will first become victorious over yourself, then victorious over everyone else, and then victorious over matter. Victory over these three will make you a bead of the rosary. Let there be not be slightest alloy of old sanskars. It should not even be like nowadays, where they make silver gold plated. Extremely, it looks like gold, but externally, it looks like gold. But what is underneath? It would be said to be mixed. Would it not? In golden aged service, there will not be the alloy of ego and insult mixed in. Do not let the feelings of jealousy or proving yourself or stubbornness into your nature. These are the alloy. Finish the alloy and become those with a golden aged nature. In your sanskars, always say ha ji, that is yes indeed. To be able to mold yourself according to the time and service means to become real gold. Say, I definitely have to mold myself. If you say, I will do this, if others do it, then that is a form of stubbornness. That is not real gold. Finish the alloy, and you will not be, and you will not then create a stage of conflict. Okay, so I think let's stop here. Murli is quite big. Maybe we can read the next rest part of the Murli as a home exercise. Let's pause for a minute and reflect on what we think is our takeaway for today. Okay, Om Shanti. So maybe we can start sharing.
Om Shanti Ji, all beautiful souls. My takeaway point is I will focus on keeping my constant awareness of 2 points. Who am I and who I belong to? Similar to Dadi Janki, the example you have given. मैं आत्मा, only one Paramatma, or only Shiv Baba is mine, nobody else. Me and my Baba, none else. So I will be practicing on this point. Thank you.
Om Shanti, brother.
Yes, sister.
Oh, the main thing in this Murli which I could really take is the time bomb. You know, this Baba has played with the children from right before 1976, he'll say Vinashani Wala. 2000, he'll say Vinashani Wala. You know, like that. But now when in this Murli, which we are re-listening, listening and listening, you know, the question that time is short. Now, as of my exam is just right round the corner and I've got a lot of syllabus to do. But Baba makes it very easy. He's saying, not to worry, just simple. Sahayogi, Sahaj Yogi. So he links between this both. And I could just take as far as, because I couldn't see the Murli very clearly, but 4 things which I took is, easy yoga is, yes, Baba said the key point is cooperative with the Father is easy yoga. For that, I have to check through my words or no words, through mind or through body or through wealth. Even if all that not there, courage or even enthusiasm, all these things, how to share. Then the second concept, he said, I belong to the Father. So there even, he says, Father includes inheritance. So I and Father. Then finish all these kind of swabhav, nature and all, and become natural. Then I am a constant cooperative. There are many small points, but this is the main thing I could take in the first part of the Murli. And I think it's very important for me because he has just put in my mind the time bomb.
Wonderful. Thanks, sister. So, like, yes, Madhuban, go ahead.
Om Shanti, Brother. My takeaway point is constant awareness that I, the soul, has a special part in this drama. And Almighty Father is covered in this. And we have to take high jump through this like a statement. I love this statement. And one more Baba's saying is that there is extra love for this little ones. So consider yourselves to be extremely loved, long lost, and newfound children that I love. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sister. Long jump. Yes,
Om
Arpit.
Shanti. Yeah, Om Shanti, brother. So what struck me was also the last part of what you were reading today. When he said, you know, these days you also have gold plating, but it's not like what is inside. It is just the outside which is shining. And it immediately made me reflect on how important it is, yes, to keep your body nourished, to keep it clean. It's like a little temple hosting your soul till the time you're in this physical world. However, the inside is far more important, the real gold, the real soul inside. So that silver plating or gold plating example was quite interesting. Om Shanti.
Yes.
Brother, just to add one more thing, as the sister just said, the last paragraph also gave us a service for the final times. See, whenever we have to tell a secret to somebody, hum kya karte hain? We'll go to their ears and we tell the secret because we don't want a third one to hear. And we want it to be silenced just from one ear to the other. And Baba is saying here, the secret, what is the secret? I am a soul, Baba is a soul, Baba has come. Are you able to say this without the sound, not moving lips, not nothing? That is the thing of the final time. And when you were talking about bombs falling and all that, see how much power I need within me to just, so we can practice this as you go on the road, just from eye to eye, whoever is on the road, telling them, you are a soul and your father has come. Because I remember in one of Baba, Sakar Baba, one of the dadis was saying, when he used to speak, suddenly he will disappear. He was speaking, but he will just disappear. He will not. Service news is going on. He won't be hearing. He will just disappear, like towards 10 silence and death silence. I think that practice is really something which we should learn because Baba is signaling about it the final times.
Yeah, very, very nice point. In fact, even I was thinking as I was reading that suppose if I have to communicate anything to someone, so that the best way what we do is we just phone them or we just talk to them straight away. So why not just through the mind give that thought to that soul that I need such and such thing, and maybe we can pause, and it may happen that the soul may not respond, but that's okay since we are experimenting. So Baba mentions the more we are yog yukt, the more those thoughts will go to that person, and eventually we will, even if we talk to that person, they might just tell us that, "But I was just thinking about the same thing. You might ask me," and that is uh, the kind of sabut, or that is kind of a thing which can reclaim that the thing is really working. So this is just one of the ways, but we can identify some ways where really the thought power is working. Are we able to transfer those thoughts to some other soul? And there are some experiments also which they have done in sparkling. Maybe someday we can discuss that as well. So how these thoughts reach to other person, and we can take feedback from them whether it has reached or not. So this is very interesting, and the more we try experimenting with this and we start getting success, the more our belief in this will be stronger, and then we will be using this as a tool, because even dadis have used this a lot, because there are lots of things in yagya earlier I've listened of that. Sometimes words may not have that much impact or power, but thoughts really changes a lot of things. So of course Baba mentioned today in context of the last service at the end, but even now and Baba also tells in many other murlis that do service from both all three minds, words and actions, but his focus is mainly on mind today, for example. So yeah, interesting thing. I think we all can experiment and we can really find some success.
Om Shanti.
Yes, Rakita.
Another interesting point in today's Murli is Baba telling us the reason for conflict. And then he says what is the method to be victorious. He says there are 4 reasons for which we get into conflict. Because there is less, or maybe the power is not the way it is expected. And he speaks about 4 powers: power of time, power of mind, power of discernment, and power of words. And he says, because there is a wastage in all these 4 powers, that we get into conflict. And then he says, to resolve this, you need to transform your own swabhav and bhav. And he says that is going to be an access for becoming victorious on our own sanskar, and that will allow us to be eventually victorious on others, and also uh, victorious on nature. So that's a point for me to take away, because
another subtle point here he mentions is because we don't have these four powers in the right way that's been expected, we also come into the burden of uh, any karmic account that we get into other souls. So these are the 3 points that's going to be deeper churning for me and checking on my own self as to where is the gap in all these four powers. Om Shanti.
Wonderful. So I think we are nearing the close of time. So let us sit in silence for a couple of minutes and remind ourselves that we are the victorious souls. Each step I take earns me multi-million. And that is why I would like to ensure that I do not waste any step. From today, I do not want to complain that yoga is very difficult. I'm not able to remember Baba. I do not find time for yoga. But I have this awareness that I am a constant yogi. There are just two things, Baba and myself, none other. Even if I come in contact of any soul, I just give them cooperation. I give them courage. And this also accumulates into my bank of yoga. Not only my mind, but my words and deeds, all are cooperative. Cooperative to Baba, cooperative to whoever I meet. And today I will have this constant awareness that I, the soul, have a special part in this drama. And what is that special part? That Almighty Authority, Father, is also cooperative with me. So with this awareness, I'm ready for this beautiful day. Om Shanti. Thank you everyone for listening. Om Shanti.